All right, with the holidays in full swing, we will be spending a little more time with family and friends, right?
Joining us now with some tips to make our celebrations enjoyable and conflict-free.
Conflict-free, you say?
Is that even possible? Dr. Lori Sulpizia, the Director of Conscious Leadership Academy at USD. Come on.
Yes.
I mean, you can try to be on your best behavior, but there's some family when they get together in the room. Not good.
Totally. Well, I would say maybe we even reframe conflict-free. I mean, is that the goal?
No.
Right? And if you're thinking conflict-free, you're already going in thinking there's going to be conflict, which there might be. But why not go in thinking, how can I make this connection full or fun and, you know, full of laughter and joy, as opposed to already expecting the other shoe to drop?
But what if you don't want to have a connection with somebody?
Well, that's a different conversation for maybe a different interview.
Come back for that one. Okay. But how do you avoid, because we all, right, we have situations in our family, friends, somebody that you just would like to walk the other way. So how do you avoid those awkward moments?
Yeah, so first I would say, before you even go to your home, like, decide who you want to be, right? You don't have to be that kid that was 12, 17, 8, you know, 20, who was that, you know, the picked on little sibling or the always criticized son or daughter. So you get to decide as the adult, you know, who do you want to be? So figure that out first. And then, you know, pick your battles with conversation. I mean, you know what sets your sister off. You know what's going to ignite your mom. Like, just don't go there.
Well, how do you tell yourself not to do that?
You do it before you walk in. I mean, so this is interesting. Pause. I mean, we need to slow things down, pause, and be more intentional about what we want to have in the space, right? So if I think I want to come in, I want this to be enjoyable, I know my brother and I go to bats always, so I'm just going to try to avoid that. And if it starts to happen, I'm going to take a breath and do what I call micro boundaries. Go walk outside. Go get another glass of wine. Go fill your cider cup, right? Go get a second helping, even if separate, right? Create the space.
Micro boundary.
Yeah, micro boundary. Just small little moments where you can have that space so that you don't get then hooked in.
There's a lot of preparation that goes into all of this. And it's that mentality where you plan. Not, I don't want to say you prepare for the worst, expect the best, that cliche. But it's kind of like that. You're like, what is my sister or my brother or what is the crazy uncle going to say that's going to trigger me? I will not allow it. But there always seems to be something they say or something that happens that wasn't anywhere on your bingo card.
Right.
And it's like, do you have to also prepare for the unexpected to be able to handle it?
So you can, and what I would say, instead of trying to you know, anticipate what somebody else is going to do,
right.
Because then you're putting all the control in them.
Correct.
Think about what you can do, right? And so, like, so they say something that just seems ridiculous, and you know they're saying it just to upset you.
Yeah.
Don't give them that control. I mean, just again, take a pause, take a moment. Like, don't give people the control over you to ignite your emotion and ruin your holiday.
Are you listening to this? You know, this applies outside of families.
For
it really can apply at any situation, work.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Work.
You
like
know,
work.
it's your mindset.
Or work. Lori, or work.
Right.
It's your mindset. Okay. Let's say you do walk into a situation now in your family and something has started and you're in it now.
Yes.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
So we mentioned the pausing, but here's like a little more sophisticated. Can you seek to understand? Right? So instead of kind of immediately assuming they're trying to upset me, they always want to fight, can I seek to understand and shift from thinking a conflict or a debate on a political topic has to be a win versus lose, right versus wrong? Maybe it's just, wow, you think something I totally disagree with, but I wonder, why do you think that? Why is that important to you? So what gives you that ideas? And instead, I still might think you're nuts, but I can be curious about, like, why are you nuts? But, you know,
why are you nuts?
Why do you think that? So inside, I'm being more curious about you. And then instead, it doesn't have to divide us. And I can be okay with you. Can I be okay with you being different? Of course we can. We just need to allow that.
Well, that's the open-mindedness, though, that not a lot of people have, because they're steadfast on this is my belief, this is my right, you're wrong, always, no matter what. There is no open-mindedness with some people, and it's just their way or the highway. So what do you do with those people? That's when you take a breath and get another glass of wine.
And if it's their way, who cares? I mean, they're not in charge of your life. So who cares if it's their? Let them be their way, and then just you have that boundary, and then go do your way.
Is the don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion, is that steadfast rule that's been around forever still a rule?
I think I would say don't talk about what you know is going to create kind of tension.
Why would
you know what I mean? You know what's going. Some people can have a political conversation and it's robust and interesting and smart. Others cannot. You know, so you know what's, again, going to set off your family. Don't go there.
You know, my takeaway from talking
Work.
to you today, which I always love when you come, it's like my kind of thinking, is we have control over us and how we react.
That's it.
More than we think, and really it's the power of how you walk in and how you want things to be.
Exactly.
Do you
Oh my
understand that?
God, you should have a podcast where you talk about that.
It's a different way to do this. It's my streaming show.
I'll be on it.
Oh my gosh, yes, let
You're
me have
about
your
to get
number.
booked, Dr. Lori.
about to
You
get your
shouldn't have
book.
said what you just.
Thank you.
Dr. Lori Sulpicio, we thank you
Thank
with
you.
USD. Always insightful. See, we can have these good. See, I think this group here
down your phone
can have those religious and political conversations,
Yeah.
and because we're all good,
We're skilled.
Chrissy,
skilled, open-minded, right?
Chrissy, it's how you look at things, Miss Russo. It's how you look at things.
Boy, but still, some things.
you know, can I?
We're not making things about yourself, you know, like you're getting to know other people,
That's
or
right.
just letting people be themselves, you know, doing their thing. You don't have to make it mean anything.
But, I'm going to throw a wrench into the system. What if letting people be themselves affects you directly in a detrimental manner? Dr. Lori, go.
Dr. Lori.
That's a longer segment.